Sorry for instigating.
Oh, hi. Hi, nice to see you again. How's it going? Excited. Sure.
Looking good up there. Who are we?
ALE!
Who are we?
ALE!
Who are we?
ALE!
When we fight!
We win!
When we fight!
We win!
When we fight!
We win!
Feel free to run through
Do the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, copy.
Let me grab
All right, we're gonna go one by one through all of our membership. Let's do constituent services first. Who helps constituents? And then the answer is ALE. Who helps constituents?
ALE!
Who gets them benefits?
ALE!
Who helps constituents?
ALE!
Who gets them benefits?
ALE!
All right, let's do comm staff. Who writes the press releases?
ALE!
Who writes all of the speeches?
ALE!
Who writes the press releases?
ALE!
Who writes all of the speeches?
ALE!
All right, let's do legend budget. Who passes legislation?
ALE!
Who leads negotiations?
ALE!
Who passes legislation?
ALE!
Who leads negotiations?
ALE!
Who does the scheduling?
ALE!
Who answers when phones ring?
ALE!
Who does the scheduling?
ALE!
Who answers when phones ring?
ALE!
All right, let's clap it up. Repeat after me. I believe that.
I believe that.
I believe that we.
I believe that we.
I believe that we will.
I believe that we will.
I believe that we will win.
I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win. I believe that we will win.
What else do we got? When I say we don't mind the cold, you say, pay us what we're owed. We don't mind the cold. We don't mind the cold.
Pay us what we're owed.
We don't mind the cold.
Pay us what we're owed.
We don't mind the cold.
Pay us what we're owed.
We don't mind the cold.
Pay us what we're owed.
We don't mind the cold.
Pay us what we're owed.
When I say we need, let's do. What do we want? Fair contract. What do we want now? What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 what do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Fair contract.
When do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
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 All right, thank you everybody for being here. I'm gonna face this way because we have some wonderful people taking photos, video. But we are out here. Welcome to our ALE rally. Show Ale some love. We have a lot of awesome people who are in the house. So first, I think we're going to get things started. We're going to kick it off with our president, Daniel Crow.
Thank you so much, Matt. My name is Dan Crow, president of ALE. Thank you, everyone, for coming around at this beautiful turnout on a cold day. Yeah, this is actually our first rally on the steps of City Hall in over 4 years of organizing, but maybe we saved the best for last. Maybe. And that's for the City Council to decide now, because we're at a special moment. We're on the cusp of a deal. If only the council would compromise fairly with its own staff. This is our 8th direct action since October. We all should be incredibly proud of that. Very few unions do that. Maybe LIUNA, maybe UAW, or some of our friends here that are leading the way. But we've shown tenacity. So, City Council, our message is clear. Today, our message is seal the deal tomorrow at the bargaining table. Show ALE some love this Valentine's Day. Our contract is part of the legacy of this council.
That's right, come on now.
We've put forward a reasonable compromise that meets the party's needs. So respect your staff, show the mayor, show the private sector, show the country that the New York City Council supports labor by walking the walk, not just talking the talk. Let's briefly reflect on where we've come from. We're a new independent union, the largest for legislative workers in the country. After tremendous struggle, almost 2 years at the bargaining table, we are poised to end poverty wages and at-will employment. And win the gold standard of workplace protections, just cause standards, enforced through independent arbitration, not controlled by the City Council. These changes will reverse the high rate that's been well documented of staff turnover at the council and be a win for the tens of thousands of New Yorkers who come to our over 50 district offices, who are supported by central staff. They rely on the services of unionized staff, and together it's our task to make that a contract, legitimate unionized staff at the City Council. So now's the council's opportunity to right a long-standing wrong, the abuse, the exploitation that's been so well documented at the City Council. Now's the time to put an end to it with strong protections. So I'm delighted to be joined here today by our tenacious ALE members, our allies in the labor movement, and supportive elected officials. Our solidarity can smash through any obstacle. You are showing ALE some love today, and we're hoping City Council does that tomorrow. So just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to our council members and Progressive Caucus co-chairs who are here, Sandy Nurse and Shahana Hanif. I want to give props and kudos to City Controller Brad Lander, State Senate Labor Chair Jessica Ramos, and Brooklyn Borough President Antonio Reynoso, who are supporters, some of whom are here today. Antonio couldn't be here today, but give them a round of applause. Thank you to our union allies. We've got over 25 union allies who have been with us. Really excited to thank UAW Region 9A, who are here today and will be speaking. The Laborers International LIUNA. And the building trades, the Central Labor Council, TWU 100, NISNA, SAG-AFTRA, SEIU 32BJ, CBSA, OSA, AFSCME Local 371, CWA 1180. Folks, these are just some of the unions that are standing together with us. We're delighted to have some representatives from these unions here today and to be hearing from them. So just know this, together, council staff and our allies are united in solidarity for a strong contract and a strong union moving forward. So, one ask for everybody, take some photos and make sure to tag at NYC Council and at NYC Council Union. Let the speaker, who is in Albany, it's Tin Cup Day, we get it, make sure that the city council knows how hard we have worked and how determined we are to close. So I'll end with this. Let's reach the finish line. Let's make labor history. And let's show the way for many thousands of legislative workers who are organizing around the country on what a great contract looks like. Thank you!
Who are we?
ALE!
Thank you very much. All right, so this rally is Valentine's themed. We have some Valentines to give out, and all of our Valentines will be speaking. So here we go. One of the co-chairs of the Progressive Caucus. We are so honored to have Council Member Sandy Nurse.
Okay. Hey guys. What's up? District 37 in the house?
Yeah!
17. I just got my voice back, so I'm gonna try not to scream so much. But as one of the new Progressive Caucus co-chairs, I'm really just proud to stand here with all of you who worked so hard across so many offices in the council to make what we do a reality. There's just no way any of us can do any of our jobs without you, both on the ground in our districts and here. And I remember when coming in, it was what, 30, almost 40 new council members. None of us, I mean, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't know where anything was. We really had to band together. There were folks who had been working here for a long time, folks who had never worked for a government, folks who had never worked for a council office before, and we really had to pull together and make it happen and stand up our offices and stand up our platforms for our communities, and that was because you all did that. And so I'm really proud to be here with all of you and to be standing beside you fighting for the wages you deserve, the working conditions you deserve, because without you, it doesn't work. I know that my team works incredibly hard. I mean, Dom here. Dom just started, and then became a shop steward right away. And I was like, I'm not gonna ask any questions. It's not my business. But I was glad that he was able to step in and step into a community of workers who are both fighting for themselves and all New Yorkers. Ryan from my team, Carlos from my team are here. They work so hard every day. And, we have to be a council. We came in as this progressive council, right? Beautiful council, mostly women of color. We have to live up to that. We have to live up to what we would need if we were not in these positions from our leaders. And so it's only the right thing to do that we come to the table, we get you guys a fair contract, we get the wages you need, we get the working conditions you need, that you have the safety in your offices that you need so that you can put your best foot forward for our communities who are really trusting us to do the right thing to take care of them. So I'm proud to be with you all. I'm proud to stand with you all. I hope everything works out. I'm trying not to be too much in trouble over here, but we're here to stand with you, and there are other members who I know have your back and are glad to see you here, even if they can't be here today. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fair contract! What do we want?
Fair contract!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
All right. Thank you very much, Councilmember Nurse. Now I am going to bring up the other co-chair of the Progressive Caucus, someone I'm very proud to work right alongside of, delivering for District 39 constituents, Councilmember Shahana Hanif.
Thank you all so much. Okay, seal the deal!
Seal the deal! Seal the deal! Seal the deal! Seal the deal!
Seal
The deal!
Seal the deal!
We're gonna seal that deal.
The energy needs to be that you all are gonna win tomorrow. Hi everyone, I'm Councilmember Shahana Hanif, and I have the great privilege of representing neighborhoods in Brooklyn. I'm the co-chair of the Progressive Caucus, and I am thrilled to be here, not just as a council member who has our entire staff represented in this union, but also as a former staff member who lived through some of the atrocities of what it means to be a council staffer. What I had recognized when I started working in the council, which I never wanted to do, I did not want to work in city government and politics, but I saw that my being in city council would be beneficial to my community, a district that has the largest Bangladeshi and Muslim working class community in all of Brooklyn. So I knew that I needed to be a part of this, but recognizing that the pay was so low, I also lived with a disability and continue to live with disabilities, and there was no work from home policy outside of coming up with one with my employer. Nothing was codified to make sure that I was a protected staff member who had been serving an invaluable part of the work to ensure that communities that are not at the table of government, communities that are ignored from the legislative process, from the budget process, were at the table. I also spoke another language. And to know that so many of our staff members here are doing the work speaking not just English, but Bangla, Spanish, Mandarin Cantonese, Arabic, and they're not paid what they deserve. So I'm inspired by the years of organizing that has gone into today. I'm inspired that we are going to seal the deal. We're going to seal the deal tomorrow. And I couldn't be more proud, because what this establishes is that city government, our city workers, need to be representative of the city, of the communities we represent. It dawned on me that we didn't have enough women of color in legislative roles and budget roles. It dawned on me that people with disabilities were excluded from government positions. So what you all have done is said, we love our city, we love the communities that deserve justice. We are fighters for economic, social equity. We are products of the public school system here, and we will work hard to make sure that we thrive as a city. So thank you so much. I want to especially thank our labor partners here who showed up. The support is massive. The support is massive, and we talk a lot about supporting workers. And today, this means every single worker, including our council staffers. So thank you all so much. Keep up the fight. Keep us included in that fight. We love you.
All right.
When staffers' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
When staffers' rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
What do we do?
Stand up, fight back.
All right, we are very proud now to bring up from UAW Region 9A, Aaron Eisenberg.
All right, you all say, we in UAW do who are we as well, but we're going to do it today for you all. Who are we?
ALE.
Who are we?
ALE.
All right, we as UAW Region 9A could not be prouder to stand with you. Can I get my 9A people here to shout out? All right, so just as Councilmember Hanif said, we need to be fighting for all workers. That you all do all the work and can't have a union? No. And that's why we're so proud to stand with you all. And tomorrow, we're getting ready to celebrate because it should be done tomorrow. We put in calls. It should be done tomorrow. You all deserve your union and set. We always talk about New York leading the nation, right?
Right.
We always do that, right? This will be the largest union in the nation for people like you. This will be leading the nation standards for people like you. We say in New York, this is how we can do it. You all are leading the way, and we as UAW Region 9A could not be prouder to be with you. So, get it tomorrow. Bring it home.
All right, rolling right into it. Let's get up. Michelle Body from State Senator Jessica Ramos is
Hi everyone, thank you so much for being here today. The senator would be here herself, but unfortunately she is in Albany fighting the good fight. She sends her regards, and with that I want to read a quote that she has said for you all. My warmest congratulations to the City Council staff who are about to win their first contract, finally bringing an end to their at-will status, lack of workplace protections, and unsustainable wages. Many said that it would be impossible for a staff of elected officials to form a union, but City Council employees never looked back and proved their detractors wrong. Legislative workers across the country are watching and learning from this amazing achievement. As members of the New York State Legislature, I strongly encourage City Council to work with ALE and finalize this historic first contract. As a legislative staffer organizing with NICELU at the State Senate, Senator Ramos supported us immediately as we went public. It was no doubt to her that staffers like us deserve the same rights as all workers. I'm truly inspired by the work you all have done at ALE, and it's truly paving the way for all staffers across New York and across the country. I'm proud to stand here today representing Senator Ramos and as a friend and a colleague supporting you all in this great fight. Thank you for all the work you do.
All right, our next Valentine is going to Saul Fishman from the Civil Service Bar Association.
Okay, thank you, folks. I'm Saul Fishman, president of the Civil Service Bar Association. We represent approximately 900 attorneys who work for virtually every federal agency, and on their behalf, I'm here to cheer you on. Like my members, you are professionals. You deserve to be treated with respect, dignity, due process, protection against being unfairly terminated, disciplined. You need to be able to make a career out of this. It shouldn't be at the whim. If somebody wakes up one day deciding they don't like your face, frankly, I've seen this myself. Members, they show up one day on a Friday, they get told to go down to personnel, and next thing you know, they're calling me. Thank God they have a union. Otherwise, some of them would have been on their rear ends and, get on the phone and speak with the deputy commissioner, and lo and behold, we made a mistake. So you need to be treated with dignity and respect and have a good wage. This is not only good for you all, which I'm delighted for things to improve for you, but it's good for the people, for the whole city of New York, because there's a lot of experience, there's a lot of talent here. When you guys leave, and frankly throughout the city, city workers, there's a tremendous amount of turnover. Some of it's lack of respect, some of it's wages, some of it's lack of telework. There are a lot of factors, but we need to work together as labor and as good, hard-working people and show our faces that it's important for us to be treated the way you would want your family members, your neighbors to be treated, because we are your neighbors. We are the hard-working people that get things done. So I'm delighted to be here to cheer ALE on and to hope and wish that you have a great contract no later than tomorrow, because you deserve it.
All right. I want to pass off some roses from some of our supporters in the crowd. Let's get one to Laborers 1010 over there. One big chant. They did not let us bring an amp today. They did not let us bring a megaphone. But it does not even matter. Let's be so loud here. Let's make sure that inside that building, they hear us and they know what's going on. Fair contract. What do we want? Fair contract. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down.
Everybody get together, yeah.
All right. If we don't get it, shut it down. Let this. Let's get some photos. I'd say look at Emmett, our man in the ALE blue.
Let's get some fists up. There we go.
Perfect. Thanks y'all so much.